Welcome everyone to the newest edition of One Box Brew. Tonight we have the hero Kojo and Booda, and I'm excited to get into some games, but first let me explain the starter hero situation that I've been explaining for the last couple of videos. We'll look at the hero and the deck list. So, for people who have seen the series being recorded or seen the YouTube videos, you know that one of the things the series does is try to limit how I'm building decks so there's little overlap as possible. When you get to the third hero in a faction, the overlap just is going to happen naturally. There's not that many cards in the game. So definitely harder to build all of the starter heroes than all the other ones since I'm doing them last. But let's go ahead and look at the hero and then let's look at the deck list. So Kojo and Booda is a Bravos hero that says at noon, if you are the first player, create a Booda 2/2/2 companion token in your companion expedition. Kind of similar to Yzmir. So Yzmir makes a 1/1 token every day, or a 1/1/1 token every day. Kojo makes one every other day essentially, because you have to be the first player. The tricky thing with this hero is there's not really it's not really telling you to do anything. It's very open in terms of the game plan it's trying to push you towards, which can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, depends on the type of player you are. People build him in very different ways. I've seen control Kojo list. There's some popular Foundry Kojo list. A lot of Bravos characters have reserve abilities that give them boost and things like that. This was kind of tricky for me. I'm not gonna lie, because there's just a lot of crossover that you end up with Basira. There's almost no crossover with Etsadi, but we've got some of the Bravos staples like Ratatosker and Haven Bouncer for the Sabotage. I am going to try, mostly because I needed to fill out the deck with something, I am going to try running Haven and Foundry and just see which one I personally prefer in Kojo. We've got minimal disruption. Intimidation's not always the best disruption spell. We've got a couple mana eruptions. We do have a couple uniques. First, we have this on Wukong that's not super good, but we are running some landmarks, so I thought it was worth giving a shot. And again, this is a very new player, casual player series, and they're just going to play the uniques they have, let's be honest. So 3/3/3 from reserve. If you control one or more landmarks, I gain 2 boosts and lose fleeting. And we are also running the council we got in our box. Has the typical council ability of turning off all enters abilities, and then if they have one or more boosts, you may discard target permanent when they go to reserve from the expedition. Probably better in Basira, or definitely better in Basira, because you can turn that on more easily, but same logic. New players, casual players, they're going to play the uniques they got in their box. Otherwise, it kind of just feels like air quotes good stuff Bravos, which is not my favorite way to build decks, but Kojo just doesn't really push you in a direction. Arguably he pushes you in a kind of controlling direction, but I just didn't have enough cards to build it that way exactly. So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm excited to play some games, so let's get to it. Ooh, a Lindiwe. That's exciting. Welcome everyone to the One Box Brew Kojo and Booda gameplay. Should be interesting. Was one of the kind of harder decks to make feel like its own. Silent Mage is typing something. Our opponent is typing. Okay. They're asking if I'm the SpooksTheBoops. This is the first time this has happened. That's fun. I'm definitely gonna lose now. I'm shy. Okay, we're gonna keep... Yeah, thanks, Tom. Don't worry, the deck texts in this series are so bad. they're like so vague. Okay, we're gonna... I really... Haven Bouncer's just so good. They're playing Lindiwe. Yeah. I mean, I got 2 Bravos uniques. Bravos is one of my... I like Itsadi. Actually, no, I like Bravos. Bravos is fun. My opponent recognized me, though, which is concerning. I'm so... So for all of the non-starter deck heroes, it was 1 box. For the starter heroes, I'm adding their starter decks, but to be honest, it like barely helps. I... Actually, what was I saying? Like, so when I got to the starter heroes, basically, oh, also hi Doombringer. Basically, I was deciding between like, okay, am I gonna treat these like upgrade videos now, or am I gonna treat it the same as all of the other One Box Brew videos, where it's really just showing people like, this is where you can start, and at the end I like say what I would do to make it a little better. And you just can't upgrade a deck significantly enough to matter with 1 box. It just like ends up being an awkward mess anyway, so I just build them from scratch. They just get some extra cards. And the other like, I'm gonna say problem, but like one of the other stipulations in the series is that I try to have as little overlap in playstyle as possible between the different heroes of the same faction. So when you get to the 3rd hero, the card pool's so small that like you just end up with a lot more overlap. Okay, so they're on mountain. They're on... Okay, get rid of the Yzmir. But add, they're always fun. Okay, so we got Booda this time. We play Tiny Gen, go up on mana. This Kojo arguably doesn't need Tiny Gen, but I ran out of other things that weren't like 5 drops or 4 drops, and it was just like the curve of the deck was just getting too high. Also, so weird to like run into somebody who watches my videos. Hey, professional heckler. Also, Doombringer, I finally managed to make top 16 in AWOL with my Sierra control deck. Yeah. The commentary was good. Good matches. I'm playing because I am taking tomorrow off because it's Thanksgiving. So, I'm gonna have to edit 2 videos after this. Where could they possibly be going? They could play the... I just want to play this for the ramp. I was gonna stream tomorrow, but then I was like, why would I? Yeah, it's been a while. Hope you've been doing well. Hope work's been okay. Okay, they are gonna block us, but they're not gonna move, so it's okay. That makes sense. I think it's a lot of like industry's busy periods right now. Oh my god. I'm trying to remember. I don't know when the video's coming out, but I played, I think Sayonara's hanging out with his wife, but I think he's like in chat technically. I played the One Box Brew Novanka deck, and me and Sayonara mirror matched, and it was the craziest like mirror match game I've played in this game. Okay, so I need to put something into mana. 7. Alright, well, I'm not at 7 yet. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, which just eat good food anyway, I keep saying that. Okay, so I can do both of these things. So we're gonna go here. They have small step, but they can't play it. I wonder if they're gonna keep it in their reserve. Lindiwe Maw. This is just me, and like I'm very happy to be wrong. I don't like the idea that like you should play small step in every Yzmir deck. I don't like the idea that there's cards that you should just play in every deck. That bothers me. Doombringer, I'm the same. I like a few Thanksgiving foods, but like I don't know. Like when we lived in Texas near my family, we would like go do Thanksgiving with my family. And like if we ever visit for Thanksgiving, we'll eat the Thanksgiving food. And I'm always like excited, and then by the time we're done eating, I'm always like disappointed. I'm never I'm never satisfied. Haven, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. I I think I think Haven's kind of fine in like a lot of the decks it's played in, but it's just so ubiquitous. Alright, pass. in Treyst, it's crazy. I mean, if people were here for the like AWOL event I just was doing commentary for, like Treyst plus Haven, it's so I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's so ridiculous. Like it just does so much for that deck. And like we talked about it during commentary. There always has to be a best deck. I just hope people don't complain as bad as they did about Waru and Robin Hood. Yeah, I agree, Doombringer. Okay, I need to put something into mana. Do you have the mana to do this? So let's see what they do. I think they're gonna turn it around. Bravos' problem is always going to just be card advantage, and it only stops having bad card advantage when you have the entire card pool to play with. And like if you don't have the entire card pool to play with, then like you're just always gonna fall behind eventually in terms of cards. They're keeping the small step in their hand, so drawing a bouncer would be great. Yeah, I think you're right, Tom. And we talked about it, and I still kind of agree with myself that like right now, like it's just awkward to play disruption for permanence when you're not really, when like a lot of your matchups, the permanents either like aren't that big of a deal or they just don't have any. Like, I mean, I guess Cloth Cocoon's not technically a dead card, but not every faction has Cloth Cocoons, so what if you just small step? Yeah. Okay, so I could give him 3, which would make him pretty big. They could have disruption, so I don't know if I want to risk it. I think I'm just gonna I think I'm just gonna play the Haven Warrior. No idea if this is correct. Mechanic that exhausts cards in reserve. We don't know what it is. I foresee it slowing down the reserve heavy decks. Yeah. Yeah, I've kind of talked about this before, but it's this game is like it lives in your I'm like exaggerating a little bit just to get the point across. Your game kind of lives or dies by sequencing, and that involves if you're going first or second. Because going first or second can really change the math on like your mana and your cards and like what you can actually do in reality. Okay. I still don't know what they're doing. Do I? They could still just have. Okay, I need Forest here. Alright. We're gonna play Bravos Vanguard and remove Fleeting. This is how you have. This is like the Bravos card advantage when you don't have all the cards in the game. It's just removing Fleeting. Which is cool, but I would like to see more than these 3 cards. They've got to have like Off You Go or something. Or I haven't played a Lindiwe deck in like quite a while. And I haven't played against one in a while. Yeah. Yeah. I need the bodies. Maybe they can't beat a 6 on this side. Oh no, they're doing their job for me. Yeah, I saw, is that what they were playing on Monday? I think I saw it. I didn't see the event, but I saw the deck list on 39 cards. Okay. I mean, we moved twice. Guys, I'm not supposed to win these games. It's tough. It's definitely one of the heroes that needs support. And you know, in the next couple sets, it'll probably get some. Bravos, Vanguard, physical training. Man, mana. Okay. I'm keeping the physical training purely because it says draw a card. No, she will. The only ones that aren't gonna be in the packs are the starter deck heroes. Runs 3 unique Issa talks. I mean, if people watch like my other gameplay, they'll know that we misplay all the time. Actually, not all the time. Maybe like once a night or every other night or something, but we're just here to explore the game. Yeah, so Morinfin, it should be. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think somebody from Equinox said that the booster packs are good at 12. My understanding was that it was the 6 starter deck heroes that were being removed because they're in starter decks, and it's the 12 non-starter deck heroes that are still going to be there. That just seems weird because they're already in limited. Like, I don't know, like someone can explain it to me, but like to me there's no logic in that. Okay. So we're going to play over here. I know they talked about it on the Discord, but it might be kind of hard to find. That just, maybe that's what they're... The TV was so loud. Maybe that's what they're doing, but like to me there's no logic in that. Because if they're adding support to those heroes, then like why would they take them out of limited? I mean, to me that says that there's not going to be support for those heroes. Like if they tell me that they're removing those heroes from booster packs because they're not good in limited, then that... Yeah, I guess I could see that. I don't really agree with like the logic behind that, but is because like designing for limited versus designing for constructed are 2 different things. And like there's always going to be archetypes in limited that aren't as good as other archetypes. That's just how card design works. Yeah, okay, so now I'm curious which 12 heroes are gonna be there. Must be another one, right? But they're still reprinting 12 heroes. So it's like they're still reprinting stuff. So that like yeah, all 12 heroes are reprints. So like that logic doesn't track. Like I don't know why you would reprint the starter deck heroes. You can get the starter decks. Like no, they already said there's not new art. Unless they lied, which maybe they could have. Alright, I thought I had one extra mana. I miscounted. Misplay. Yeah, that's super weird to me, but yeah, and like that's fine. Like that makes sense. But like there's no logic to this because they're already draftable now. Like if you want heroes to get support, you keep them in limited so that you're forced to make limited archetypes around them. Like there's no logic to there's like I would keep Sierra in, but Loki could definitely lie. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Um Actually, we're just gonna keep everything. Like taking a hero out because it's not good unlimited tells me that there's not plans to support it significantly. At least right now. Who knows in the third set? Maybe they'll switch the heroes that are in the third set to the ones that weren't in the second set. I could see that. But it's just like this is like pretty basic card game design. It's like if you want an archetype to exist, it needs to exist unlimited. Ooh, now I really want to know what heroes are going to be. Obviously, the ones that are on the like key art that they released already. Okay, we can do 6-1. We can do everything. Yeah, I I think no. Somebody's in the art like way at the front. There's like a Bravos hero in the distance, but I don't remember who it is. It might be Kojo actually. Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to see how it plays out. I think they're underestimating how disappointed people will be if the bad heroes now don't get support in the second set. I think that's going to turn off way more people than they think it's going to. I think that there's this like kind of misconception about this game. This game is designed casually first. Like this is not a competitive first game no matter what people think. It's just not. Competitive's super important and obviously I'm glad it's important, but it's just not the priority when it comes to like card design. So I think like and in the end card games live or die by their casual audience. So I think it's a mistake to not support the heroes that are lacking currently. Okay, so I could boost this and then maybe draw a 2. Yeah, it is a smaller set, you're right. And I don't know if they've said how many reprints there are besides the heroes. Ooh, interesting. Bitsati, Treyst Rossum. So it's okay. So it's none of the starter heroes are in the poster, right? Okay, I kind of thought it was no reprints. Oh, they're off you going. The Buddha, probably. Curious. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, obviously it's Saudi's gonna be in the set, so now I just don't understand their logic at all. If people don't think it's Saudi's fun and limited, but he's on the poster, like he's 100% in the set then. Okay, I don't really need to do this, so we're just gonna pass. Yeah, I could see that. Our other cat is trying to steal my wife E's food. Man, off you go is so annoying. I don't know what to get rid of. Should I keep 2 characters or the physical training? I'm like actually struggling here. They have the off you go, although that's like a chunk of their turn, unless they draw another one or have it in hand. Am I gonna draw more characters? I feel like if they, yeah, I was okay. I was leaning towards training, but I just like wasn't sure. Yeah, that's true. Also, 5/5 on companions, pretty good for me. I can't wait to throw Santa Claus down and be like, here's a gift. Okay, here's another bad haven. Okay, I think so I'd have 9, 8, or 6, 7, 8, 9. So can I win with 2 characters? Or this would be 9, and I don't keep the haven. I think the 2 havens might be good. See if 2 havens is good all the time. So 3 characters might be better though. Um, 2 boosts is a lot. I'm so tempted to keep the haven, but like it's not even resupplying me. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. I mean, they are quite far behind, so I don't know what I'm worried about, but oh no, no, you can backseat. I don't care at all. I it my stance is people can tell me what to do. I'm probably still gonna mess up anyway. Really wish we were going first. Okay, so they're putting that back in their hand. They won't be able to do it twice. So this isn't very big. Okay. So I think I just okay. I think I Ratatosker over here. It's still like quite a bit of mana, but I think gonna if they play a 2-cost thing, it's not really gonna matter. And if they off you go it, it's not really gonna matter. They are typing. Never started. Bad starting hand, I guess. I tried. Was that when you were trying? Wait, was that like the first time you were trying Sierra control, or was that later? They're saying they had a bad starting hand, which you know, it happens. It's still random. It'd be so funny. I'd laugh so hard if they were like slow playing me. Obviously they don't, but I would laugh very hard if they were slow playing me and just had two off you goes in their hand and they just played them both in a row. I still would have had enough to like do something, but it would be funny. Major lag. Sorry. Okay, Akesha. Yeah. Okay, I remember. That was a long time ago. Oh my god, I've made so many gameplay videos for this game. Uh, what's a 1 mana thing they could have? Nothing, right? Beauty sleep? Wait. Yeah, I think so. Treyst. Let's see if this is like meta Treyst. Both of our uniques, huh? I actually don't think these uniques are like good in this deck at all. But if you think new players aren't just gonna slap every gold card they get in their decks, I don't know what to tell you. This is kind of an awkward opening hand, to be honest. Uh, the council has the council ability, and then if they have a boost when they go to reserve from the expedition, they discard target permanent, and then Sun Wukong is just not very good. It's from reserve. If I control one or more landmarks, I gain 2 boosts and lose fleeting. It's fine, but like 5 cost from reserve is like so much. I'm gonna keep it in my hand though. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. I'll play the uniques for the content. Oh, I'm slouching so much. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay from hand, but then like from reserve, 5 is so much. Especially when you need the setup of having I hope so. Especially needing to have like a landmark to even get the from reserve ability on the Sun Wukong. Wow, a harvest right away, huh? I'm playing the mental game. I'm trying to distract them with the shiny card. Yeah. Maybe they replace the havens with the harvest. Probably not, but I can dream. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think that through. Not that my videos on YouTube get like a ton of views or anything, but I just never thought I'd run into people who don't already watch. It's kind of awkward. This is an example of a different trace list without Haven. It might be. Do you like that better than the rare? The rare Sun Wukong? If that's what you're asking about, I think it ends up being about even in my mind, just because the thing you want to do with it is play it from reserve, and like it's just so expensive that I've played it a few times in different decks, and like I almost always discard it from reserve, but it's pretty good from hand. Yes, we will advance on both sides. Thank you. Focusing more on controlling and card advantage. Okay, I'm excited to see this then. Variety is good. Honestly, if the reserve cost was 4 on the Sun Wukong, I'd like it more. I don't think it'd be amazing, but I'd at least like it more. Yeah. Because it doesn't even get the boost unless you have the landmark. If it was worded like gain 2 boost, lose fleeting if you control 1 or more landmarks, I would be okay with it then, because like there's other ways to remove fleeting, but it doesn't even get bigger until you have a landmark. Which, that's like pretty typical, but I would want it to cost less. Okay, I think we do this. So far we play Haven, but if Haven wasn't a card in the card pool, I could totally see a Haven-based Treyst. See a Harvest-based, oh, for sure. Like, it's just 1 mana start setting up Treyst, like it would be like pretty good to see in your opening hand. It gives you mana to play characters still. Okay. Just like right now. I don't want to play this yet because I haven't played a Haven. So we're gonna play this. Have 1 mana for helping hand. See what they do. They are harvesting again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna helping hand the Ratatosker. So I think we'll take the hero side at least. Unfortunate that we weren't on water. That's okay. We'll allow them to move. Sunday, I don't know which one we're playing, but I think I have 2 Pauper decks left I need to play. We're gonna play one of those Sunday. If people want to see how common only decks play against people's actual decks. Actually, they're kind of the same. We've done Pauper, Basira, Tasia, Treyst, and Finn so far. Wait, no. Yzmir? I don't remember which ones we've done actually. Now that I'm thinking out loud. Are they gonna sabotage the Wukong? Please sabotage the Wukong. Oh my god, thank you. They fell for my trap card. That's a lot of stats though. We won't move over there though. Alright, well. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Akesha Common sounds intense. It doesn't surprise me that Yzmir would win. Now that we've done 4 different heroes, it really comes down to like, do you get card advantage easily or do you get body advantage easily? And those are the ones that are just going to do the best right now. Interesting. So I can play this, get 2 boosts, we'll win on that side. Or I can play here and win on this side. We'll block them on either side. So it's just about which side I want to win on. I think I want to win on this side. Yeah. Out of the ones we've played, Treyst, Finn, and Yzmir, I'm pretty sure we played Pop or Finn, are the ones that have done like the best. Basira was rough. Bravos just doesn't have card advantage at common. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tom. Like the council's 5 on mountain, so I can play it over here. Really, again, feeling like I'm not seeing cards. Um, Target character gains anchored. That's not bad. I don't have the mana to do it. We're not in water at all, though, so. Still no havens. Not the situation I really want to be in. Okay, okay, so I guess we're playing Jin and the council. So I think they're gonna try to move off of the hero starting area. And I might just be able to take the companion side with 5 and mountain. They haven't gotten to 5 counters on Treyst yet. So they're definitely going slow. Could have just been a bad hand. Could be, you know, always a chance that they're in the same situation as me and they're just like playing with cards that they have. It's the only above 3 mana anchor besides Rare Life, but it's also so you're probably not doing something above 3 mana anyway. Yeah. It's definitely like, well, it'd be pretty late to do that. Okay, so interesting. I feel like the council is a card that I should be playing first if I'm gonna play it. Because it's always like one turn too late to turn off an ability. But I do want. I think I still want to play it just in case. I'm definitely not gonna beat the 6 over there though. But I don't know what they have in their hand, so we're just gonna try to move on this side. Or we're just gonna try to guarantee we're moving on this side, and then we'll be up to 8 mana next turn, hopefully, and then I could technically anchor Buddha. Yeah, we could have. I guess I was worried like if they had hooked in a 2-drop that could beat like a 2/2/2. If you anchor a Buddha for 2 days and it like you become first player again, do you get 2 Buddhas? That's kind of fun. Because if they had hooked and they hooked us, and then they could have beat us on both sides potentially. So I was kind of playing in case that happened. It's easier to do with Maw. That makes sense because you can make Maw every day, right? Okay. So Is that what I want to be doing? Probably not. We probably want to be anchoring like Tomoe, but I kind of want the bouncer. Actually, they're gonna get to 5 counters anyway. Maybe I just get rid of the Parvati. Do we think the sabotage is more important than the anchored? Because actually Tomoe's stats like aren't. Anchor Tomoe seems sweet, yeah. Alright. I hear you. I don't need to sabotage anything. We're just gonna win by pure force of stats, I guess. If I win both these games, something went wrong. I almost never win both games when I'm playing One Box Brew decks. I think just because things are relatively expensive in the deck, it's better to mana than not mana. Like, I'd rather have the potential to play 3 cards and be stuck playing 2. So they're trying to go over there. So, yeah, we anchor the companion side, right? I'm not crazy. Anchoring the hero side would be weird. Now they could have, what, Kellon Burst? Which would be kind of sad. But not the end of the world. I wish you guys could see my cat, or one of our cats, sitting at the table. I mean, if they boom, I'm kind of okay with that. They are thinking. Yeah. Play Amelia. Boom the Amelia. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, they are still playing. I think we play Altered a lot on stream. I think out of all the times we've played, we've only had 2 people who were both playing Akesha decks start games and then not play for 5 minutes and like get kicked out. But it's been an Akesha deck every time. Alright. I mean, actually, no, you guys are right. Anchoring the Tomoe is great if it stays here, because if we move, the next expedition's like exactly what we want to be in. Ooh, a hooked. Yeah, this is not the exact expedition we wanted to be in. So we'll still move. Maybe. No. Yeah, I think they got it. No one expects the hooked. Even me. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. Hooked is the best card in the game. It's so. It seems so inconsequential when you read it, and you're like, yeah, this is never gonna do anything, and it fucks you over every time. Wrong card flavor text. Alright, well, we were doing okay. It is still anchored. It's just anchored on the wrong side. We could anchor it again. And we're gonna get Buddha. Okay, what do we care about more? Yeah, that's fair. It Okay. Hook's the best card in the game when it wins you the game. Just like every other card. We just need to, yeah, just put it. Oh my god. Okay. So we can play everything. Get over here. Is get over here. Okay, Scorpion. Okay, I'm gonna play the council first. We can basically play everything. I don't know if we can win both sides, but we can certainly try. And they don't need mountain at all though. Council kind of not coming in clutch right now. 5 water's pretty good. They could sabotage the Parvati, which would be not ideal, which this might be what they're setting up to do. No, they're gonna play Amelia. The hooked could ruin us too, but just hook the Tomoe. Oh my god, hook it back to the other side, please. Just hook it over there. Oh my god, wait, what are they doing? Isn't that bad for them? No, I guess it's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't know. That was weird. I don't know. That was weird to me. Maybe they have a plan. Well, I would have expected them to sabotage the Parvati if they could, but maybe we try to anchor the Tomoe again. Just in case we somehow stall them out, they have another hook. That would be so funny. I mean, well, here's their chance. Can they hook or beat a 7 in water with 5 mana? Quite possibly. They're 6. I think they're gonna do it. Nice. GG. We tried. Welcome back, everyone. So those were some One Box Brew, Kojo, and Booda games. I'll see you later, Tom. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the games, talk about what I thought about the decks, or the deck, and then kind of what I hope to see come from the game for the deck, and kind of what I would do to make it a more competent list. So, I'm not gonna lie, I was pleasantly surprised at how well the deck did. I was really expecting to lose really, really badly. When you set such strict limitations on yourself as like building out of one box, making it so every hero from the same faction plays as differently as they can, expect there to be some like hiccups in the games, and the first game went pretty smoothly. Again, pretty weird to run into somebody who watches the YouTube content, but they gave us a good game, so I'm thankful. The second game, the deck still ran smoothly, even if we like lost in the end. Hooked is a great card, run Hooked. But yeah, I was just honestly pleasantly surprised. Now, in terms of what I would do with the deck to make it more competent, as always, these One Box Brew decks, they're very all over the place. You don't get the consistency. You really want to have 3-ofs of a lot of things. And so, you know, 3 Foundries if you're going for the Foundry build. Some more of the solid disruption, like Mana Eruption, if you're going for the more controlling Bravos build. As an Axiom player, I conjure with Hooked, I play Hooked, I've won games off the back of Hooked. Concur with Hooked. Yeah, I mean, Hooked's great. One of my favorite cards. Bravos needs Hook 2.0. Switch 2 characters. I would probably personally remove the tiny gens. They don't feel super necessary in the deck. And you're kind of trying to play for the turns you have Booda. But this hero is kind of weird to me, and I kind of talked about this in the beginning. It doesn't really push you in any direction, which is why this kind of felt like a good stuff pile to me. So it's sort of a double-edged sword. Sometimes players have, especially if they're new, have trouble building decks if there's not a clear direction on their like hero or leader card. And sometimes it's good for practice to have a hero that sort of is like, do what you want, because there's no real game plan that it's pushing you towards. I suggest if you're like new to trading card games to just play with the cards you think look cool or sound cool, and then you'll kind of figure out the numbers you want for each over time. Like the cards you like seeing the most in your hand, you'll want 3-ofs. Things that you're like happy to see most of the time, you'll want 2-ofs, and like that sort of will help you build the deck from scratch. Personally, I want to try like a slightly more controlling build of the deck one day. I think that would be a lot of fun. But this version was fun too. I want to thank everyone for stopping by for the stream and talking, and we talked about some of the plays and stuff, and that was nice to have to help me kind of understand how to play the deck a little better. It's always nice to have help. But I hope everyone has a good night. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.